Ever wondered how to bring traditional fashion into digital design? Today, we're creating the iconic dhoti in CLO3D. Whether you're a fashion student, 3D artist, or just curious, this quick guide will show you how. Let's dive in. I've already made a shawl, so I'll hide it to get a clean canvas. Just right-click and choose Hide 3D Pattern. First, let's start with the waistband. In the Object Browser, click Add Fabric. Select the Rectangle tool and draw a rectangle around the waist. Then copy and paste it. Shift+F and arrange the waistband. Press N and sew both sides. Select the Basic Circumference Measurement tool from the 3D toolbar. Click once to start the measurement. Move the mouse and click again to assign the measurement direction. Hover the mouse over the purple line connecting the first and second points. Follow the steps and create one more line below. Now click Attach to Measure. This will help you keep the waistband in place. Then attach the waistband outlines using both lines. And hit Simulation. Our waistband is ready. If your waistband shifts left or right, use the Tack on Avatar tool to secure it. Now we're going to build the main fabric. Create a rectangle slightly longer than the length of your waistband. Press Shift-N and arrange the pattern on the backside. Click N and sew it to the waistband. Now create another rectangle of the same length but with a slightly wider width, since this part will be pleated and tucked behind the dhoti. Copy and paste. Press Shift+N again and arrange the pattern on the front side. Then press N and sew it to the waistband. Now we will sew both sides. Select the Edit Pattern tool, then select the pattern outline. Right-click and choose Distribute Internal Line Segment. Select one and click OK. Then right-click again and choose Cut. Now copy the back pattern. Stretch it a little. This part will be pleated and tucked behind the dhoti. Select the pattern outline. Right-click and choose Distribute Internal Line Segment. Select 5 Offset and hit OK. Select the pattern, then in the Property Editor, go to Layer and enter a value 1. Patterns with a layer value of 0 will act as the base layer, while patterns with a value of 1 will be draped on top of them. Press N and sew both patterns. Select Fold Arrangement tool. When the Gizmo tool appears, click and drag to fold the pattern in a zigzag manner. Now, select all the internal line. Right-click and select Cut and Sew. Now comes the trickiest part. Press N and start sewing it like this. Use the pin tool to temporarily hold everything in place. Select the remaining pattern, right-click, and choose Strengthen to help it hold its shape. Freeze the belt, since we don't want it to move even a little, and hit Simulation. Right-click in 3D panel, select Simulation Properties in the Property Editor, untick Ground Collision. Use the pin tool to select all the pins and slowly move the pleats backward. Once the pleats reach the back, I'll make it a bit smaller. It's looking very broad. Press N and sew the first pleat securely onto the center of the waistband. Select the pin tool, then select all the pins. Right-click and choose Delete All Pins. Hit Simulation. And congratulations, the most difficult part of your dhoti is complete. Now, let's finish the front. Copy and paste this rectangle. And stretch it a little. Press N and sew both the patterns. Select the Edit Pattern tool, then select both pattern outlines. Right-click and select Distribute Internal Line Segment. Choose 5 and click OK. This time, for the front pleats, we need vertical lines. Again, select Fold Arrangement tool. When the gizmo tool appears, click and drag to fold the pattern in a zigzag manner. Again, select all the internal lines, right-click, and choose Cut and Sew. Then press N and start sewing it like this. Select both the pattern, right-click, and choose Strengthen. Select the pleats, then in the Property Editor, go to Layer and set it to 1, which you are already familiar with. Hit Simulation. Select the pin tool, and then select the pattern. Then sew the first pleat securely onto the center of the waistband. Right-click and choose Delete All Pin. Hit Simulation. Select both the pattern. Change layer again to 0. Now, add textures. Copy the dhoti fabric. I already have a border and a seamless pattern, so I'll add the texture quickly. If you want to know how to add a print, you can check the video in the description. And that's how you create a traditional Indian dhoti with shawl in CLO3D, blending heritage with digital fashion. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more 3D fashion tutorials. Thanks for watching. See you in the next creative journey.